Hit the wrong button. Good morning. We are live. I don't know if we can get through. Test, test, test. 1, 2. We are trying to get things working here. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can we hear? Okay. Well, good morning. It's it's late. It's what, midnight? I think I'm the only one on the air right now. And look at this. We're Dads Incorporated, and we're just having some fun tonight. See, I'm drinking wine. That's good stuff. And, well, we have nobody listening anyway, so nobody watching live chat. We're just learning how to do all of this. See who's out there. Good morning, anyway. We are on the Border Indie app. Let's see if we can add that to the screen. There we go. Download the Border Indie app. It's free. You can listen to us live. And we're just trying to get things working here. I don't see anybody on. Let's see if we can do a share. Come on. See, I need somebody that's technically inclined to hop on and help me out. Let's do a Facebook Live. There we go. Hey, we live. And I'm drinking. All right, let's see who pops on here. Anyway, good morning. And who knows, maybe we can get some people calling in. See, I'm trying to get this thing to work. See, I can get it on my phone. It works just fine. I'm trying to do it live on the iPad here, and I think I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff. I shouldn't be. This is what I do. But YouTube is new and different for me, so I'm still trying to get the YouTube thing to work properly. Switch account, settings. I have no idea if anybody's even watching. See, no clue. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're live. And I click on it. And nothing happens. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, we're on YouTube. We're not on Facebook Live, so I can give myself a like. And I don't know how I can do that on my other phone here, but hey, live chat. There we go. Live chat. Hey, we're checking things out here. And I have no idea if anybody's watching. Oh, one watching now. Hey, that's because it's me. I'm watching. It's pretty exciting, huh? Not really. But, hey, you can listen to us on the Border Indie app. And I don't know why. Let's delete this. And testing 1, 2. I think it'd be louder than that, but I guess not. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? Can you all hear me? All right, we got 2 people watching now. Look at that. Wow, 2 people. And, yeah, we're drinking some wine. We're having some fun. And I was going to play with some phones here that we have. Some old phones. This is some vintage stuff. This is what happens when you're drinking and you can't see anything. There we go. All right, so check this out. We have old phones. I have an old iPhone here, too. Like the very first iPhone. I have it plugged in. I'm trying to see if I can get it to turn on, but unfortunately, look at that. Just will not turn on. I think the battery's toasting it. You'd think by plugging it in would be still work. And, nope, nothing. Not a thing. I just wanted to talk about this because we were talking about old stuff the other day and old phones, and I saw a video on YouTube. And the video I saw was a young kid in this time, in this era, trying to use a rotary phone. I don't know if anybody remembers what a rotary phone is, but it's where you dial the old phone. It's a landline, and you have to dial, and you have to wait for the dial to come all the way back. And they couldn't figure it out, so it's kind of cool. So we're trying to. I think what we're going to do with Dads Incorporated is we're going to have some guests on the show. We're going to start talking about, you know, the old days. For me, the old days would be like the 70s and 80s. You know, what we used to watch on TV. Maybe the old video games that we used to play with, and maybe we'll even get some of my kids to join us, and they can try out some of this stuff because it's funny. I remember we bought an Atari not too long ago, and it's the old Atari. What do they call it? The value pack where you get all the video games together, and that thing was pretty cool because you had, I think, 50 games, or maybe it was more than that. And the kids, my kids, when they tried to play it, they didn't understand the joystick controller because it was a stick and a little button on it, and they had no clue. It's hilarious. Totally hilarious. Anyway, grab your drink and join me. We have two people watching. One's probably my wife having a good laugh because this is my second time doing this, and I tell you, it's not easy. I mean, you're trying to get on TV, and I'm not a person that likes to be on TV. I like to be behind the scenes, and that's kind of my thing. So, anyway, feel free to chat, say something on the YouTube here. In the meantime, oh, see, now I don't know what I did. This is impossible. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back on the chat. So anyway, keep drinking, because if I get a little more tipsy, it's a lot easier. Like these shows like Tipsy Tuesday. I don't know if you ever watched it. It's pretty funny. There's this other lady my wife likes to watch. She does Product Testing Tuesday. Hilarious. Anyway, shout out to her because I'm sure she'd enjoy watching this show. Yay. Look, one person watching, and it's just me. All right. Well, feel free. See, I can't even talk. Feel free to call in, talk. I'll put up a phone number here. I'll even type it in. Call 956-949-9500, or you can listen to us on the Border Indie app. Exciting, right? Yeah, not really. Oh, we got another person watching. So if you want to call in, hey, feel free. Oh, we got a ding. What was that? Oh, it's because I have my... Let me turn that off. Oh, trying to do everything by myself. This is why I need people to join me on the show. I cannot do this by myself. It's not that easy. Yeah, look at me. I could probably stand to lose a couple of pounds. I guess the TV kind of adds, 10, 15 pounds? I need to lose some weight. There you go. All right, so put the phone number up. Here, let me put that up and you guys can... Somebody can call, say hi. Let's talk about vintage phones. I know, exciting, right? But you never know. I remember when I first had my phone, it was a, what did I have? I had the, oh, look at that, I totally hit a wrong button. I had a PTR 800. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it was like a really big banana type phone, and that was a real pain in the ass. And now they got all these cool phones. I mean, look at this. Look at the hold on, maybe I should put this. Look at this, a phone, an actual phone. I don't know if you can see that. I kind of wish I had this, to be honest with you. This phone here is just a regular phone. There's no games. There's no nothing on it. And I think I kind of like that, actually. Something we used to use back in the day, just a regular phone, although this is kind of small. And I think that would be kind of nice. I remember when the iPhone came out, I had this phone prior to that. This was like a PDA, which was like a personal data assistant, which is kind of cool, actually. Little keyboard, kind of like a BlackBerry now, I guess. A little tiny keyboard, except the keyboard never was in the right spot. Like all the keys are all over the place, so kind of a pain, but kind of cool. And then, so this had some graphics. It could take really horrible pictures. Like the camera on the back is really, I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty bad. But this phone, I remember, cost like $1,000. Can you believe it? $1,000 at the time. That was what, 20 years ago. It's a long time ago. So it's really come a long way. And then when the iPhone came out, this is the original iPhone. I don't know if you can see the iPhone. There you go. I remember, oh my God, see, too much drinking. Might as well unplug it because it's not charging. No, it's not charging. This phone here, I remember sitting outside, 8 gigabytes. That's how much storage I have. I stood outside the store here on my way to Houston, and they had one available for me. So I stood in line for, I think it was about 3 hours, just to get this phone. This is the original iPhone. It's probably not worth that much right now. Well, maybe. It's a little bit bigger. I mean, if you look, I have the cover on this one. It's just a stick with the cover. But yeah, this iPhone is kind of tiny. I mean, compared to one of these old phones. Look at those fat fingers. Oh my God. I gotta get my wife to put me on a diet. Anyway, this thing, no extra battery. The camera on it was pretty good. It was not bad. I mean, this was the new future. This thing, I was addicted to this thing. This was awesome. I mean, no keyboard. It was. It's not like this. I have another phone like this. I should try to find it. You slid it open, and it was like the T-Mobile. What do they call them? The switches? No, I can't remember what they're called now. But I can't remember. Maybe somebody knows. Anyway, that was a really cool phone. And then we have the iPhone 5. This is what I gave my kids until the battery started expanding on it, and look at that. It's like bulging right now. I'm sure if I took out the battery, I could probably replace this, and it probably would work. I'll have to talk to the kids about that. But I thought this was kind of cool. I thought, vintage style. I wouldn't mind finding some old stuff, really old stuff that we could talk about on the show. My friend Johnny, we were talking about him, or talking with him today, about doing some really cool stuff, old TVs and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. So, anyway, let me. All right. See, I have no idea what I'm doing here. It's harder and harder to see the screen. I've got 2 people watching. One of them's me. I know, it's pretty lame. But hey, we're trying something new. All right, so back in the day, this was my phone, which I can't even turn on. I don't even know where the charger is for this thing. Look at this. It even has... Oh, I can't even open it. Oh, wait. This has a USB port, a mini one, a micro one. So this can't be that old. Because the micro USBs, I don't know if you can see that. Let me, I don't know if you can see in the top there. It's got a micro USB on that. That's kind of cool. This is a Samsung. Jeez, I don't even know what it is. I'm going to charge this thing up and see if I can't get this thing to work. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then I've been trying the iPhone here, the original iPhone, which, look at that, 8 gigabytes. You can't even think about that right now. 8 gigabytes is nothing. And, yeah, I would really like to get this thing working. I think that might, could probably put that on eBay and make a few bucks. You never know. Oh, we still have... So who's watching? Why don't you make a comment or something? Say something. Let me log out of here and jump into Facebook and have a good laugh. We have a studio here. We're trying to make it kind of cool and, try to do some cool things. So, and so far it's still just me. Let's see if we can get Jesse on. Jesse's a good guy. All right, so we're still we live, but yeah, let's put this over onto a friend's Facebook page. I think this is the only way I'm going to be able to get people watching. is by promoting it, because it's on YouTube and everybody here likes Facebook for some bizarre reason. I have no idea why. I mean, Facebook's good and everything, but all right, let's see here. So what do you want to talk about? That was it. That was like my shtick. It was talking about phones and old phones. And you know, my wife has an R2D2 phone. It's an old landline phone. That is cool. That turn this around. That is really cool. And I couldn't find it. I was trying to find it. We have it in storage somewhere, but if I could find that thing, that is really cool. Because when that thing goes off when you phone it, it goes, you know, does the whole R2D2 thing, and the head spins, and it's probably worth a few bucks. You never know. So that's something I want to look into. And we still have only 2 people watching. Yay! All right, well, maybe I can get Robert. I'm going to tap window, start popping fireworks. Hey, friend of mine. Let me send him a link here. Maybe he'll join us and listen. Oh, you can hear the air conditioning in the back. Yeah, it's hot here. We're in South Texas where it's stinking hot. And let me just send this over to... I have no idea if even anybody can hear me. All right, so we're going to send this over to Robert, see if he joins and has a good laugh. And I can even hear the water dripping in there in the AC unit there. So, all right, so I've only been on for, 20 minutes? Tomorrow we're doing a show with Carrie. It's a new show called Breaking Carrie. She's going to be doing a mukbang, or mukbang, which is, I guess it's where you just sit there and you eat a lot of food, and you have some guests, and you all chat and have a good chat. So that'll be interesting to watch. And we're gonna have Johnny, who's with Ringo's Barbecue. He's coming over, and we're gonna sit there, basically eat food and have a good time. He makes the best food. I mean, it's really good, as you can see. I eat a lot of it. So yeah, it's looking interesting. Anyway, don't forget to download the app Border Indie. Let me put that back up on the screen here. And there we go. Border Indie, the app. Still just me watching, and I'm boring everybody else, so nobody else is watching. Look at that. Just have one person watching. Me. So if I take myself off of here, I wonder if I'll notice it. See, I'm just getting used to all of this stuff. It's hard to get subscribers onto YouTube. This is... My hat's off to some of these people on YouTube, because they really work it hard. They make it work. And, yeah, nobody watching. 2 subscribers. That's no good. So if I go back on, and I can see myself, that's pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic. See if I can... Look at that. I can even... It's getting hot in here, too. It's probably because the AC went off. All right, let's pull up the Border Indie app and see if I can hear myself on the app. Yep, I can hear myself on the app, no problem. Nice. I should get my daughter on the show, or my wife. I have been trying to get my wife on the show, trying to do all this live stuff. Nah, she does not care at all. But she's funny. Oh my gosh, have you heard her talk? She's hilarious. So if I could get her on the show, she tells it like it is, the way it is, and man, she gets mad at me for a lot of things, unfortunately, because I do stupid things. I really do. All right, so back to... See, I can't even find the YouTube channel now. YouTube Red. Has anybody checked this for YouTube Red? I have no idea what it is. But they want me to sign up, and every time I try to sign up, it doesn't work. Not at all. All right, so who's all watching? Do we have any comments? Nothing. We got a lot of people watching. 2 people. Look, and one of them's me. Actually, no, that's not true. Wait. We actually have 2 people watching, because if I go to my Facebook page here, or my YouTube page, I should be the 3rd person watching. Now that would be something, because We've never had that many people on here. Ah, I know it's pathetic. Why does it show a black screen? Oh, there we go. Check that out. 3 people watching. Wow. Anyway, we're drinking. Salud. The minute I said that, 2 people dropped off. Well, we're trying to make this work. This is something new. This is my studio, and I'm trying to make it work. I think the only thing I'm going to be able to do is get drunk and go on here because it's the only thing I can do. I know it's pathetic. All right, well, it is Wednesday night at midnight, and I have no idea who's watching. Let's go back to Facebook and see if I can. If I was on Facebook, I probably have a lot of people watching right now. All right, so we're on Facebook. I'm trying to share. I'm going to share on the Border Indie app. All right, Border Indie is awesome, by the way. It plays a lot of cool music. Really, really enjoy it. And see who we can get online here. I have no idea. J-Ram. Oh, my God, J-Ram. Totally missed the guy. Haven't seen him in a long time. Just so you know, we're located in Laredo, Texas. Way down south. And we are on the YouTube channel. Feel free to call in, talk, ask me a question. We were talking about cell phones, vintage, oh my God, I can't even talk. Vintage cell phones. And I have some here. Let me just pull them up here. And you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So we have these old phones. Check this out in case you missed it. I have an old, just a regular phone. Look at that. Now, sometimes, to be honest, I wish I just had a phone. Because cell phones today have really changed, like, everything. I never had a phone where it was always connected to me all the time. And this phone here, this iPhone 8, I have it with me everywhere I go, no matter what I do. My wife actually tried to throw this out the window, and I think I punched her, and it was an accident, by the way, but I think I punched her and tried to grab the phone away from her because she was going to throw it out the window while we're driving. Ridiculous, right? Like, what's wrong with us today? This thing is it's like my Bible. I have to have it with me all the time. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, that's just not just me, it's everybody else too, I'm sure of it. We were talking about, well, this was one of my phones here. I mean, I've gone through a lot of phones. This here is an HP, what is this? I don't even know what this. I just remember when this came out, I spent like $1,000 on it. It was through work, but see, and I can't even read it. Look at the SIM card on this thing. Oh my God, it is huge. That is a huge SIM card. So that's the SIM card. Look at that. That's pretty big. Anyway, so I had this SIM card and or this phone, and this is 20 years ago. This is a 20-year-old phone. I can't believe it. 20 years. This was the technology back then. And text messaging was just starting to become, something that everybody used. I couldn't get into it. I kept emailing people still. So, kind of like the BlackBerry. The BlackBerry was kind of cool. So this was called the iPAQ. I-P-A-Q. The HP iPAQ. Kind of cool. I don't know what happened to the battery. It's no longer there. It's disappeared, as you can see. I had a crappy camera on it, as you can see. Had a light. I remember that. It wasn't a bad phone. It worked okay. And it was color, believe it or not. It was more of a PDA / phone. And you could do I think it was running like Microsoft Outlook and it was some type of Microsoft OS system on it. Very old, very ancient, but kind of cool. So I remember that. Yes, and it had a where's that? I think I had a pen on here. I'm trying to see where the pen. Oh yeah, so the pen is here in the corner. It's either in there or I lost it. I probably lost it. As you can see, it sits right in here. And that was the phone of the day. And that's pretty good technology. 20 years ago, I had a little joy button here. You can move it around, up, down, left, right, push it in. Then we had a couple of buttons here on the side. The keyboard, like I said, is really, really bad. I don't know if you can see the keyboard there. Horrible keyboard. But I wish I could find the charger for this. I'm sure I have it somewhere. This would be something to turn on just for old time's sake, just to see how it works. But that was kind of a cool phone. And then, of course, like I said, then the iPhone came out, which I'm trying to charge the battery. I think the battery is just toast. It's been so many years since I've had this. I think it was 2007, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody's watching, feel free to jump in. I think it was 2007 when this phone came out. I had I was with Singular at the time, and which became, well, is now AT&T, but the Singular phone I had it was kind of well, it looked kind of like a bulky phone like this, twice the width, but you could slide it open, like a Sidekick. That's the phone I was trying to remember, and you could open it up and you could use it as a cell phone and type on it. It was a lot of texting at the time. That's when text really came about. And then, so that's when I got this phone, the iPhone. And, Jesus, I keep dropping everything. This is what happens when you're drinking. So this phone here, the iPhone, the original iPhone. Look at that. I just can't believe how thick it is and fat. But tiny, small. It's very tiny. Steve Jobs did a good job. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. So we're just talking about phones and all that cool stuff. And of course, nobody's calling in because, well, we're new. I have to somehow get subscribers on here. If you're listening on the Border Indie app, you can call 956-949-9500. It's, well, if you're in the United States, it's free, or if, I have no idea. If you're in Canada, it might be a lot of money. I have no idea. You know what? I'm gonna send this to my sister-in-law. She's in Canada. See if she wants to jump in and have a good laugh. So share. You know, this new Facebook thing that they've done on sharing is kind of annoying. So, okay, let's share it to Angelina. There she is. Let's see if she might not even be up. Yeah, nobody's up. It's like too late, midnight. It's quiet. But I was hoping somebody would jump in and say hi live. See, I'm watching the live chat right now, but nothing. Been on for half an hour. Nothing. I could walk away and go get some more wine, because that's what I'm drinking, wine. This stuff's really good, by the way. Boxed wine, that's just cheap and it works. I might have to get more of that. So, but it makes it a lot easier to talk on the radio, or radio/TV, because this is basically what it is. We have a TV station / radio station, and you can download the app Border Indie, or you can go to borderindie.com. You can listen to it there if you don't want to watch it. So, yeah, tap to unmute. Look at that, see? And I'm watching, and I'm trying to. I'll have to sign in. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. Trying to understand how this all works. Trying to make it cool. I'm not so cool, but hey. That we got two watching. I think I'm one of them here. No, I'm two. See, I'm watching myself. I have two people watching the entire show. It's not even a show. It's more of a, hey, how's it going? I'm on YouTube. Yay. Anyway, I'll probably cut it short here. I'm just trying to get things going, trying to get the whole thing happening. Unless it's my sister-in-law. Maybe she's watching. If you're out there, Angeline, feel free to jump in and say hi. No, one watching, so it's me. All right, well, what can we talk about? I think that's the problem, is I need to share the video while I'm doing the show. But that's kind of hard to do, right? So I would need other people to share the video while I'm doing the show. But see, when I go and look at the video that's on Facebook that I posted, it just shows a blank screen, which is kind of stupid. So that could be my fault. Anyway, let's who can we say? Oh, let's get Ismail on. Oh, Ismail, I like him. He's a funny guy. This guy Ismail is fighting with me all the time about Donald Trump. Like every day, I'm fighting with him. Him and Jesse Martinez. They're big Trump lovers. I'm not so much. Who knows? Maybe I'll turn in that direction. They're twisting my arm all the time, so maybe I have to start embracing the President of the United States. We'll see. All right, so we're just sitting here watching, bored out of my mind. Oh yeah, the camera's here. I keep looking up here. See, if you look at our studio, I'd have to show you the studio here. Let me see if I can find a different picture here. Oh yeah, so I screwed everything up here. Okay, so let me just switch here. Let me switch to a different camera so you can see the studio. It's quite big. It's okay, let's do a wide shot. Okay, so this is the wide shot. If you see the studio, it's it's a wide. This is a wide camera, and the studio's extended that way as well. If you're listening on the radio, I'm describing the studio because it's to the right of me, and it's quite big. And we have a big sound mixing board here, which I think I'm going to have to adjust here. There we go. And, we can call in live. We have a telephone line. We have all sorts of cool stuff. So now I have to switch back to another camera. I didn't even set the cameras up. Oh, my God, what's wrong with me? See, that one's something wrong with that camera. I can see weird things on that one. We have a wide camera here, or a long camera here. I'll show you the long camera. But it's not a flattering picture of me, so we'll show it anyway. So there you go. See, it's a big studio, really big, and we're just trying to make it look cool. So anyway, we'll switch it back here to the main camera, because it's just me anyway. Bored out of my mind. All right, there we go, back to normal. All right, guys. Well, maybe I'll call it quits here. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. What happens if I just left and walked away and got some more alcohol? That would be funny, right? It would be dead air. You know what? I'm going to do that because there's nobody watching anyway. Then I can stay on longer. So let me just go grab some more wine. You know what's hilarious? This is like I'm talking to my own diary. That's kind of weird. But cheers. I had a lot of wine. It's like my fourth glass or fifth glass, maybe sixth. My wife would be so happy. All right, let's see. Let's who's up and what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? It's man, nobody's around. Who can I? Let's see here. Who can I have a chat with? There's nobody out there. Oh, Let's try her. Let's see if Vaughn comes on. I'm trying to get this lady to come on, do a show with me. She kind of disappeared. Kind of a little bit depressing, but what can you do? Okay, so far it's still just me, and I have to go pee, so that's not helping. So we'll see. I would actually walk away because I think it'd be funny, and go to the bathroom and come back and see if anybody's still watching. That'd be kind of funny. I might miss some calls, but you never know. All right, so I'm trying to. How do you get more subscribers? How do these people do these shows? That's what I need to know. How are they doing them? I mean, I'm sharing. I'm trying to get people to like them. Let me share this to Carla Martinez. Carla, where's Carla? There she is. Hey, we live. Oh, I put we live and it came out we love. See, that's what happens with this spell check thing. Okay, well, so far it's just me watching me. I'm just watching myself. I have no idea who's going to watch or who's interested in watching. Well, this is really hard to do. Okay, so she's not watching, but she clicked on OK like a check mark. Like she thought she was watching, but she's not watching, but I can tell. We're trying. Yeah. I mean, I could call it quits, but this is kind of interesting. So we have dead air. Oh, hey, she's watching. Oh, she could be watching. If it's Karina. Hi, Karina. See, I suck at this. I hope the hell you're better at this than I am. So far, I'm trying to drink. And you can comment. There's a live chat on the YouTube thing. The YouTube. Oh, my God. The YouTube channel. It's the wine. I've been drinking wine for, a couple hours now. And wine kind of hits you a little hard. So I'm not slurring, I don't think. I could be. I have no idea. And yeah, anyway. I could just see myself drooling all over the place, spilling on my shirt. It's probably going to happen tomorrow night. We have Karina Martinez. She's awesome. She's going to have her own show. It's called Breaking Karina. So we've set up a YouTube channel, by the way, and we'll put the link up tomorrow night. I should put the link up now. Well, look for Breaking Karina or Karina Breaking. I can't remember what I put on there. YouTube wouldn't allow me to do certain things. It was stupid. But anyway, so Breaking Karina, and it's about Karina. Well, she's going to do a show once a week. And the idea of her show is going to be how she's a tough girl. Really tough. Like she's like a sporty type kid. She's not even watching now. She stopped watching. I wanted her to watch it. And now she's not watching. She one watching. It's the one person watching is me. This is ridiculous. Okay, well, never mind. You'll just have to watch tomorrow. And I must be very boring to people. See, I didn't want to be boring. I wanted people to watch it. I thought this was kind of cool. Maybe I'm not drunk enough. Do I have to be drunker? Maybe. Wow, I'm going to sleep well. Anyway, I have the Border Indie app. Feel free to download it. It's free. It's on the YouTube, Facebook page. Toothpaste. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Bordering the app is on Apple. The Apple oh my God, I can't even talk. The Apple iTunes. Not the iTunes. The Apple App Store. And the Google Play Store. Sorry, I was getting sidetracked. Like, I was looking at this food. And I'm kind of hungry. And this looks really good. It's brisket barbecue. Brisket barbecue is really good. Anyway, we're doing that tomorrow night. And that should be fun. Like I said, my friend Johnny's coming over, and we're going to do this thing with, it's called a mukbang. I don't know if you know what a mukbang is, but basically it's a, well, here, let me read it to you so you understand what a mukbang is, or mukbang. I've heard different variations of it. Basically, it's an online audio-visual broadcast in which a host eats a large amount of food. Can you believe it? All that food, all that barbecue, while interacting with their audience, usually done through an internet webcast such as streaming platforms. Mukbang became popular in South Korea in the year 2010. Well, that's a few years ago, but it's still popular. Foods ranging from pizza to noodles are consumed in front of a camera for internet audiences who pay or not, depending on the platform it is watching. In each broadcast, a host will often interact with their viewers through online chat rooms. With the rising popularity of these eating shows, hosts have found lucrative ways to benefiting from the online show. Well, we're not kind of benefiting yet. I mean, I'm the only guy on the show right now, so with Karina, it's going to be totally different. I mean, that's going to be her show, so that'll be interesting. But we're going to eat a lot of food. I hope we're going to eat a lot of food. I like food. I'm sorry. Anyway, many hosts generate revenue through mukbang by accepting donations or partnering with the advertising networks. You know what? I'll take your money. I really will. I'll be glad to take your money. So will Karina. Karina will take your money when she does the show tomorrow doing the mukbang. That will be interesting. I don't know if she can eat it all. I hope she can. I mean, it's going to be a lot of meat, a lot of food. It's good food. Brisket, barbecue. I don't know if anyone's ever had Southern Texas brisket. I've never even heard of it until I moved down here, but I tell you, it's just amazing food. Borracho beans, drunken beans. There's chili. There's these amazing burgers. My friend's got they call it the Doc Holiday burger. It's a huge burger. It's huge. And he has the Tombstone burger. That's even bigger. I think the Doc Holiday has like an egg on it. An egg. Who puts an egg on a burger? But man, I'm just thinking about it. I'm getting hungry now. So, really good food down here. And I would love to get my sister-in-law, if she ever watches this pathetic show, but if she ever watches it and wants to come down, I would love to show her the Southern style of cooking, which is brisket, barbecue, and mesquite. And if you haven't had mesquite food or mesquite food cooked on mesquite wood, it's pretty amazing. Ismail, hey, Ismail's commenting. Let's see if he's a Go Trump. Yes, he is. Ismail is a Go Trump supporter. Ismail, let's see if he's going to join us on. Join. See, this is a problem. I've been doing Facebook for so long. This is new going to YouTube, and I don't seem to have a lot of users on here. So, Ismail, join us on YouTube. Let's see if that works. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Ismail's not so bad. He's a good guy. He's just, if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, you'll see that I'm doing a lot of bashing with or against Donald Trump, and it's because I don't like him. It's that simple. That could be the alcohol talking, but I don't like him. He's not a nice guy. He's kind of mean. Anyway, I know his Trump supporters like him. And now, see, now we're getting into top politics. I didn't want to get into politics doing this show. That was the whole deal. But now that we're talking about him, I don't like Trump. And I know people that like him will come after me, and then they start sending me messages like I'm an idiot and all sorts of horrible, disgusting things. They're really mean. They really are. The Trump supporters. Well, Trump is mean too. I mean, Trump could be nicer. I don't understand why everybody has to be so Trump loving. I don't like the guy. Anyway. Who knows? Maybe Ismail will twist my arm and I'll happen to become a Trump lover. He loves Trump. I think he loves him a lot. So do a lot of other people. It's kind of sad. My friend Robert really, really loves Trump. And I don't get it either. I just don't get it. I think he's destroying the country. I think he's putting the country's deficit into a whole new category. It's never going to get paid. Our kids are going to have to pay for it. It's in a really bad position. But what are we gonna do? I have to pee. Oh my God! I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, anyway, I'll try to hold it. Oh, look at that! My friend LaGordy Loca is live. This is LaGordy Loca. She is a Mexican living in Laredo that goes online to show local news in Laredo, anytime, 24/7. And she shows it raw, and she tells it the way it is. She speaks in her native tongue, Spanish, and she has quite the following. She has 100,000 followers on Facebook. I have 2 followers on YouTube. That's pretty good. Pretty good contrast. So I'm not doing the news, obviously, but maybe I should have her come on and help me do a little boost here. So I've been on for 49 minutes. I'm trying to do an hour, by the way. So if you're watching, if you're listening, feel free to call in. We can chat. We have a conversation. I don't care. If not, no big deal. I'm just trying to get this thing going, and it takes me a lot. I have to drink this to get on the air because I'm not a person that likes to be like an on-air talent type thing. I like to be behind the scenes. That's me. So, salute. And so I have 10 minutes to try to at least fill in the gap. So if you want to call in, feel free. If not, well, the number's up there. And I don't even know what I can show you. Oh, Ismail comment. Did he comment again? Let's see if he's talking. El Gordy Loco. Yes. No. I'm. So there's El Gordy Loca, and I'm. No, would it be El Gordy Loca? La Gordy Loca. I'm El Gordo Loco. There we go. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Ismail's right. My apologies. See, I can't understand or comprehend because I've been drinking a little too much. But Ismail, like I said, you're a good guy. And Ismail, by the way, he does this. He has this flooring business where they go out and they repair your floors in your commercial building. They clean all the dust on all your lamps and lights in the Laredo area, and I think maybe outside of Laredo as well. And he does a really good job. He's going to be coming over here and doing our studio, our floor here, and that's going to be something interesting to watch. And I might even do that live because I'd like to see how that the contrast between the dirty floor of many years. I mean, the floor here is over 70 years old. So to see that come to life, I think would be pretty amazing. I'm sure you guys would enjoy that as well. So that'd be something interesting to watch. And hopefully, Ismail, if he's listening, will be interested in doing that. So, and don't forget, we have the Border Indie app, which is the logo you see on the screen there, borderindie.com. You can go to the website. You can listen to us live there, or you can download the app and listen to us on the app. Plays the hottest DJ remixes. It's pretty cool, actually. I really enjoy it. A lot of songs on there that nobody's ever heard of, a lot of mixes nobody's ever heard of. So it's kind of exciting to listen and to watch, or to listen. Ah, see, this is the problem. See, drinking alcohol and trying to do this by myself and try to keep content live and going, it's pretty tough to do. So Ismail should have came over and helped me out. Anyway, he's more than welcome. You know what, Ismail? The invitation is open if you want to come over and just join me. Hey, you know what? We could talk about Trump. That'd be fun because you're a Trump lover and I don't like him, and we could have a really good conversation going back and forth. I might lose, you might lose, but it doesn't matter. It would be fun. I think that'd be interesting. So I have 8 minutes to fill, guys, and we still have only one person really watching. My wife isn't even watching. I probably bored her to tears. So, but like I said, I'm looking at the live, the live 5 shares. I've had 5 shares on this thing, and that's all me. That is really pathetic. But I want you to subscribe to our YouTube page if you can. If you can do that, then at least maybe I can get some things going here on the YouTube system. So we're trying. I was renting the studio out for a while, and I don't know what happened, but I think times are changing, and I need to make this thing work. So I'm trying to do something cool and something interesting. Hopefully, I can get some more action and more things going on the system. Like I said, what we want to do with Dads Incorporated is we want to bring talented people, talented friends to come and talk about really cool vintage things. I want to talk about the old days. To me, that to me is, well, the old days is like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Growing up, what it was like when we had, believe it or not, I had a black and white TV set. Can you believe it? A black and white TV set. I remember having a 2 or 3 channels. I think that was all we had before we had cable. I know it seems old and a long time ago, but that's the way it was. We had Saturday morning cartoons. That's the only time we could watch cartoons. And I remember watching, my favorite show at the time when I was a kid was G.I. Joe. Oh my God, I love G.I. Joe. And I could only watch it on Saturday mornings. So I had to wait all week for Saturday morning to come around. And to watch, you'd have to get up around 6:30, 7 o'clock, I think. And most shows would only last till about 10 or 11. Maybe. That was it. That was your Saturday morning cartoons. And we had the TV guide. We didn't have anything else. That was all we had. So, unfortunately, that was just the way it was back in the in the 70s and the early 80s. Yeah, it was really cool. To me, even thinking about it was kind of awesome. So, and we lost a person online. This kind of sucks because I feel like I'm talking to myself. However, we have 5 minutes left. I feel sorry for Canada. They had that terrorist guy shoot up in Toronto. So sad. This world's turning into a mean place. And then you have Donald Trump. I didn't say that, did I? I did. Look, I'm just going through Facebook right now. So we have a friend that says, "Beware, my brother just texted me that the fire union just informed me that there's someone asking for donations." Oh, look at that. People are trying to scam already. Always somebody out there scamming. Yeah, I'm starting to lose things to talk about. Well, if that's the case, I guess I should call her an evening. I made it to, 54 minutes? I'm trying to do this. I would like to do this every night. If I could do this every night for an hour, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Like I said, we were talking about old cell phones originally, which I thought might be interesting. I think it's kind of cool. If I had the old banana phone, that would have been even better. The old Motorola banana phone, the big bulky thing. I remember even having a car phone. That was kind of cool. But that was way back in the day. Anyway, I appreciate everybody who may or may not watch this. I have no idea. It's a train wreck, the whole show. But we're trying. And like I said, Thursday night, 10 p.m. Central, will be Karina Martinez. She will be doing her first show. Hopefully she'll have a lot of viewers. I think she will. Pretty girl. And she's going to be eating a lot of food. That'll be interesting. So hopefully the best to her on her show. I will be a guest on the show, but I'll be on the side of the show. And I really hope the show goes well for her. And I'm sure it will. And she'll be doing it once a week. And as things pick up, I'm sure she'll start doing it twice a week. So with that, I will say thank you very much to everybody who's watching this show. And we will say goodnight, and we will talk to you again. So thank you very much, and have a good night. We'll see you next time.